There are plenty of such places on the earth, but just some of them will offer you what you expect: exciting memories, adventures, romantic dinners, tranquil parks and relaxing places that will take you to the paradise. Archaic landscapes, old ladies wearing our old clothes, friendly citizens and a perfect sea view. Seeing all these, you realize that this fantastic atmosphere is real and you can enjoy every second delighting yourself with the best places. It is almost unbelievable that in the 21st century people live in a relaxed ambience, far away from what we call civilization, from this agglomerated whirlwind. This is all about Cinque-terre, a stunning land, full of miraculous landmarks. Cinque-terre is one of Italy's treasures, which lies along 18 kilometers of serrated cliffs between Levanto and La Spezia. A vacation in Cinque-terre is a trip back in time. The territory is made of 5 distinct villages: Monterosso, Vernazza, Corniglia, Manarola, and Riomaggiore. The towns are cut off by mountains, full of olive groves and dry stone-walled vineyards, where the farmers have lived over the centuries. The Cinque-terre became a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1997, including a protected marine area, which became a national park in 1999. Popular things to do include walking the breathtaking paths along the cliffs, pausing over gelato in a cafe surrounded by candy-colored houses, cooling off with a swim, capturing pictures of some of Italy's best views, and just absorbing the old-world charm. Until the 1960s, these 5 towns in the cliffs of the Riviera di Levante, between La Spezia and Levanto on the Gulf of La Spezia, were virtually unknown to tourists and difficult to reach, except by boat. Even today, a car is more of a liability than an asset when visiting the 5 towns of the Cinque-terre and seeing the coast's attractions. Trains and boats, in good weather, connect the 5 towns and run frequently. If you have time to see only a few, Vernazza and Riomaggiore are the most photo-worthy and atmospheric and perhaps the best places to visit in the Cinque-terre. One. Monterosso-al-Marre. The largest of the 5 towns is Monterosso-al-Marre. It is less photogenic, but the only one with a sizable beach. In the old part of the town, near the train station, are the 14th century Loggia del Podesta in the parish church of San Giovanni Battista, whose campanile was built as a Genoese watchtower on a crag above the sea. The medieval Torre Aurora was built to protect the town from frequent pirate attacks. High above, on the road to Vernazza, the pilgrimage church of the Madonna di Soviore has a painted Baroque interior and spectacular views. Vernazza. The prettiest of the 5 villages snuggles in a cleft between rocky cliffs, with colorful houses that seem to be stacked atop each other along its steep, narrow main street. Everything spills into a very pretty little piazza, and below it, little boats bob in the rocky harbor basin when they are not pulled up into the piazza itself. Scenes don't get much better, nor do places from which to enjoy them. A round tower and a few sections of the old Genoese fortification walls are a reminder of Genoa's war with Pisa in the 1100s. For the best views, climb the steps to the headland opposite the tower and look back. Corniglia. The only one of the Cinque-terre without a harbour, Corniglia stands more than 182 meters above the sea. Also unlike the others, visitors arriving by train must climb up instead of descending into the village. At the top of the 300-plus steps, which are terraced and not very steep, the Church of San Pietro is on the right. It is a good example of the local Gothic style, built in the early 1300s, with a painted interior, a 12th-century baptismal font, and a painted altarpiece. Manarola. Claim a table in one of the little restaurants in the piazza and savor just-caught seafood with a view over the miniature harbor. Above, the 1338 Gothic Church of the Nota Vita di Maria Virgin, also called the Church of San Lorenzo, has a beautiful rose window of Carrara marble. Opposite the church are its freestanding bell tower and a 16th-century watchtower. Although few tourists are here to see it, during December and January, more than 10,000 lamps and 200 figures light the surrounding hillsides in what may be Italy's largest Christmas illumination. Riomaggiore. At the eastern end of the cinque-terre, Riomaggiore is the easiest to reach. The 19th-century Italian artist Telemaco Signorini often stayed here and brought the first attention to the village through his paintings, making it the first of the 5 to be discovered by tourism. Artists and photographers are still drawn to the village, which is caught in the narrow cleft between 2 steep headlands. Inside the 14th-century Church of San Giovanni, look for the carved marble pulpit, painted wooden crucifix, and Renaissance triptych. Northwest of the village, on Cold Isarico, parts of the walls and 2 round towers remain of a 15th-century castle later reinforced by the Genoese. If you are driving here from La Spezia, stop at the Sanctuary of Madonna di Montenero to savor one of the best land-based views encompassing the whole cinque-terre-coast. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, comment and subscribe.